Hello, it is Dr. Calico, and today we are going to be developing some more neon defense. What we have here is we've made a bit of an art pass for a scrapyard pass because what it looks like right now is, yeah, it actually looks like a bit of a scrapyard. Yeah, I kind of like the aesthetic that's going on right here. There's a lot of, scrap, ruins, bunch of wrecked stuff here. A lot of debris. A lot of stuff happening. It is busy, but oh well. Yeah, and also the button's not supposed to look like that. It's actually we're gonna start from the loading. It actually follows the camera. Yeah, this is what it's supposed to look like. It actually is properly aligned to the right of the monitor. So, yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good start right there. Yeah, but what I want to do is, yeah, we need to get rid of the navigation mesh pathfinding. We don't use that anymore. Yep. Yeah, for some odd reason it just wasn't working. And also, I need to double check on something. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, we do have a few new units as well. Yeah, the important thing is with these new units, they are actually ground units because the debris is not actually aesthetic. Yeah, let's actually get a flying bot to compare this here. So yeah, the road is completely solid. The ground units will pathfind to the location dragged to, whereas the flying units, they can just be anywhere. Yeah, flying units can just go over the road, go over the debris. Yeah, hang on. That's anomalous. All right, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Oh, I see what's happening here. Yeah, let's separate these two real quick. Okay, now does this work? Yeah, we still can't build any units in parallel, thank goodness. Wait, did I select the wrong thing? I think I selected the wrong thing. Yeah, something is still not right here. Selection state is true. Um, okay. This is wrong. Yeah, it was picking all the bots, which that's probably a problem right there. So let's try this again. Yeah, let's try this again here. Okay, this is actually much better. Now the tank is not rotating towards my cursor all the time. But yeah, the thing is that the ground units, they are blocked by all this debris here, as well as they're also blocked by the roads too. Yeah, but the flying units, they are not because they're flying. Now, why is this important? There is a certain enemy which can only target air units, and we have a ground unit. You can see where this is going, right? If you don't see where this is going, I have to question a bunch of things. But also, one thing I want to do is global variables. 1,000 credits is too easy. We're going to set it to 100 credits. Yeah, so let's just play through here. This is going to be infuriating. Yeah, we're just going to F11 on the loading screen, and we're going to build a basic unit. Yeah, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start defending. I forgot. I had shifted the spawn marker forward for testing reasons. Okay, so we're just gonna load back into the level, click click the screen, build a new unit, and then we're going to start defend. Now, early on, it is going to be really simple. You know, just it's the first level, ease the player into it. Yeah, but right around the the 25 credit mark, yeah. Yeah, that's when things happen. And then there's the 50 credit mark, where, oh no, enemies are starting to leak past. But, oh wait, this is neon defense. I can just move my units. And yep, here comes the swarm. And I think right about now is a good time to build another unit as well. Yeah, I forget how many units there are here. Like 100, 200? Nah, okay, so I think that what I want to do is, the waves are actually really easy to manage here. We're going to increase the density by double that. And we're also going to have the the spawning time too. So what will happen is 200 enemies. That should be enough to afford a improved bot. Yeah, then we're going to wait, I'd say like 20 seconds. And then we're going to set this variable to true that we have just declared. And then actually, what I want to do is put that there, put this here, And now the big question is, does this work? Level loading. Yeah, it loads too fast. I need to do this. So yeah, early waves, just ease the player into it. Just make them comfortable, make them competent. And then, oh, the spawning increases is happening. The spawning increase is really happening here. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies. But yeah, because we have mobile defenses and we are also in a good position, we can handle it. Okay, I'm gonna wait for it to get to 100 credits, and then start building. Okay, that might not be enough time. Yeah, there is the potential that this is just not enough time. Yeah, let's actually go to the back of this. And why not afford just another basic unit? To increase our economy as well. Yeah, we have quite a bit of economy going on here. Yeah, move this unit over to here. And yeah, we should be able to afford a improved unit like really soon. Yep, we got like 170 credits. Yeah, this unit is faster and the turret also deals more damage. Well, actually, it doesn't deal more damage, it has a higher fire rate. Okay, then I should also move them over here. Not bad. But I'm not done yet. Yep, I am not done yet. Let's add another one. It's the level loading, you goober. Also, allergies are exceptionally bad right now, just FYI. Yeah, and the reason why I'm only using these 4 units is because normally at this stage of the game, you would not be able to have this many units. You can only get like the basic bot and the improved bot, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, yeah, our economy is starting to pick up here. Yeah, the waves are really starting to pick up here. Yeah, time does not stop in the build menu. It only is reduced to 1/8 of its current time. But yeah, we really need to start killing more enemies here. Yeah, preferably at the front. Yeah, let's also get no, actually, I think we're going to take a risk and wait a bit. Yeah, we're going to wait to 150 credits. Oh, 160 credits actually. Also, something is not happening correctly. Mhm. Yeah, just like to point that out that something here is probably not working. Okay, we can deal with these. Uh, oh, I see. I did not set that correctly. Yeah, and also, I've got like uh 15 different text messages in yeah, what in the world is happening? There's like 7,000 different things happening all at once. Or actually, you know what we could do? Instead of trying to uh, do all of this stuff here. Yep. Okay, now the big question is how do I turn off my phone? Okay, there we go. We turned off the phone. Yeah, you know what? I don't need a text storm right now. I'm streaming. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm just going to activate full screen. Yeah, seriously, it's like you had all the time in the world to text me, and you do it when I'm streaming. Really? Okay, so where's full screen? Activate full screen. Okay, now the big question is, does this work? That's the wrong level. and that is the blank slate. It does not work. Okay, so let's see here. Um, where's the wave button? Yeah, where is the wave button? Oh, right here. I'm just gonna add in a small delay of 0 0.1 seconds. Okay, now what that... Yeah, that 0 0.1 second delay, it was beneficial. Okay, so let's continue testing here. Now that I am free from distractions, and this is an optimal testing environment. Yeah, just first wave, make it slow, ease the player into it. Yep, and then pick up things slowly. And actually, we're going to take another risk here, and this is what we like to call a gambit, where we're going to wait until 160 with just the basic bot here. Yeah, we're at 140 credits. Huh. Hmm. All right, that's 160. Time to build another basic bot with an improved turret. Yeah, the thing about the improved turret is the main point is that its fire rate doubles. It does deal a little more damage, but these enemies die in one hit anyway. Okay, we're gonna need to get another one. Yeah, also the targeting is a bit weird. I just noticed that. Yeah, but also at the same time, I think that the other wave is not spawning. So what did I not set correctly? Because now we're back to 380 credits. Actually, what I want to do is I want to create a new text box of debugging. Yeah, and set its color to white. 0. Put this here. Then choose a font, file, project resources, Pixeloid Mono. We're going to put it into technical objects. Yeah, and also we're going to put it above the factory as well. And then what we can do is we can just unhide technical objects. And then conditions. Wait, objects. Where is it? Create a new folder of, yeah, just a debug folder. Debug text, set to this plus wave status. Um, yeah, let's change something up here. Wait, actually, nah, delete that. Yeah, spawn marker number here. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to actually, is this a trigger once? What if we make this trigger once? Yeah, because I think this is just unnecessary processing power. Variables, change the variable value, spawn marker, add 1. And then we're going to just paste it here every single time. Yeah, this is going to be really useful for fixing bugs. Then we don't need the blank slate. Yeah, I've decided that we do not need a blank slate right now. Okay, so things are going to get weird because now we're not hiding any of the technical objects anymore. And yeah, that hitbox is always there. That's just telling ground units that you can't move here. Yeah, that didn't work. Oh, I see why it didn't work. Because it only updated at the start of the scene. We wanted to update every frame. Okay, there we go. Now that works. Yep, just ease the player into it, as usual. Yep, and it does in fact update the wave marker. Oh, we're gonna do another gambit. You just move them slowly along the path. That way they can target like around the first enemies. Okay, so wave 7 is not spawning. Oh, okay, it's using the wrong timer. Yep, that is in fact using the incorrect timer. So now it's time to do that all over again. I think that we also need to start uh, renaming a few units as well, such as um, well, the ground unit, it's the first unit that actually has a dedicated name, that being the Vulture Tank. But this this doesn't have a name. This doesn't have a name. This has kind of a name, but not really. So yeah, we need to start making some adjustments for the names. Yeah, it's not anything bad or anything, but maybe once we get like the glossary or something, or the database, we can start adjusting names. But yeah, if anyone's wondering why I don't micro these units, we still have the slowdown effect from microing units. So yeah, that's not going to be a thing. And yeah, we might as well just use a gambit. But hang on a moment. This is wrong. Something's wrong. Yeah, what's happening here? What is happening here? Yeah, something didn't quite feel right. So yeah, let's try that all over again. And here we go. Time to start increasing in threat. Huh. Yeah, I think I might also want a graphic effect for when a bug dies. Maybe like a small splash that just fades quickly. Yeah, small splatter. Yeah, this time I'm just gonna build a basic unit. Basic stuff. Yeah, no gambit this time. I mean, sure, we do have less money to work with, but we're getting more money. Okay, so once we hit 160 credits, then we'll just get on with the improved unit. Yeah, we got 160, so time to build another one. Yeah, this time the turret is much more effective. You know, so you're not attacking, that's bad. Okay, that's another 160. Yeah, we are very slowly killing all these enemies. And then why not go for 200 credits? Just to make this unit just a bit faster. Yeah, really liking how this is turning out so far. And let's also build another unit, because why not? Let's actually wait 35 seconds, and what we're going to do is we're going to add in another wave. Yeah, and instead of this, we're just gonna trigger it once. Trigger once while true. Yeah, we're gonna add 500. And then number 9 as well. Why not? Whoops. I had changed the wrong thing. Actually, I think I didn't paste in the correct location, but oh well. Okay, so let's try this again. Yep, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, now the big question is, are the waves going to be overwhelming later? Yeah, let's see about that. Oh, yep, here it is. Here's the start of the crap show. Yeah, this time we're gonna gambit. Yeah, we're just gonna save up and do a gambit right here. Yep, right as wave 7 spawned. Yep, and then another unit as well. Okay, this is definitely starting to lag. Yeah, as it turns out, pathfinding is uh, really expensive. I mean, it is really expensive. But fortunately, our units can move, so we're perfectly fine. Yeah, actually, I think we need to get rid of this, the last remnants of this wave up here. Yep, and now that's dealt with, let's deal with the remainder down here. That's a lot of money. But I think that we need to save up on some processing power here. Yeah, I think that this might be a better solution to it. Okay, so let's go back to the engine. Actually, enemies. Enemies. Small. Yeah, enemy ant mark 1. We're just gonna duplicate that. Yeah, set its health to 10, and then double the value. And then we're going to duplicate it again. And we're going to double the health again, and then double the value again. And then why not? Let's duplicate it again. Yeah, then value of 8. And then the final duplication of, yeah, 80 health and 16 value. Yeah, mark 2. Huh, huh. Mark 1, mark 2, mark 3. Global variables again. Let me check that again. Actually, no, wait, it's not even here. It's over here. Variables. Going to add 2 more. No, wait, no, wait, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, there is supposed to be a dot there. Yeah, mark 4. Hmm. Then mark 5. Level 1-1. Yeah, I think there's nothing wrong with the mark 1s. Yeah, this time though, I'm gonna mark 2 it and have this. Then mark 3. What if, 500 divided by 8. Ah, okay, so that doesn't work. but 500 divided by 4 does. Yeah, add 125. And then mark 4. Okay, so divided by 16 equals... let's set it to 35. Just a little bit harder. Just, just a little. Okay, now let's test this out. Wait, we can't test it out. Yeah, right here. Yeah, main menu. Missing behaviors for object enemy ant. Enemy ant mark 1. Enemy ant mark 1. Enemy ant mark 1. Mark 1. Okay, now it's going to toss in some errors. Okay, I'm going to just control F. Search and defense says enemy ant. Mark 1. There we go. Oh, it's also right over here. I did not look to the left. Okay, so what we want to do is let's just play this and see what errors it tosses at us. Okay, missing objects on the blank slate, and scrapyard pass. Okay, so scrapyard pass, pass events. Actually, that should be in the engine, I believe. No, wait. Enemy ant. Yeah, why is this all the way down here? Yeah, I think that this is just duplicate code. I'm just gonna delete it. Yeah, because the smarter logic, perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. Okay, so let's load the level and see what errors it tosses at us. There are no errors tossed at us. Okay, we're gonna start defending now. Yep, everything seems perfectly normal. Yeah, this should definitely save on processing power so that way the computer doesn't slog. I realize what I've done. Or rather, I realize what I haven't done. Yeah, we're going to remove the beetle temporarily. Actually, we're going to remove these things just for organization purposes. Alright, it's been a while. Let's boot up the phone and see how angry people are at me. Alright, things are looking good so far. Okay, let's save up for 200 credits. Yeah, the difficulty is relatively the same, but the computer is definitely much happier. Yep, and here comes the really strong wave. Yeah, no slog. Yeah, and units are not attacking, that's really bad. And also I need to build more units still. Yep, just keep building more units. Yeah, the condensation of enemies is really beneficial because, yeah, I have much more resources to work with. I think we should also add a 10th wave as well. Yeah, 50 of the Mark Fives. All right, time to test it out. Yep, let's just test it out here, see if that works. Yep, just another test. Okay, let's get another unit. Yeah, I'm actually quite curious. Is it possible to just spread out the defenses? Yeah, like if we place them in optimal corners. Yeah, the economy is really slow. Yeah, it's really slowing down. Yeah, I just don't think it's possible. Okay, so let's get 200 credits here. It should be enough for yes. Okay, yeah, this is really I'm kind of liking the flow so far. Hmm. Yeah, also, I just don't know why sometimes the turrets are not attacking the closest enemy. Oh, and there's the slog. That is much more than should be normal. Like, hang on, what was that? Yeah, what in the world was that? I'm actually going to temporarily debug and objects. No, no, we have to change everything's timescale. Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna give myself like 1,000 credits. Yeah, credits amount, 1,000 credits. Done. And then I'm going to give myself cannons. And lots of cannons. Yeah, basically we're just gonna skip a bunch of the waves and see what happens. Yeah, the cannons fire slowly. So yeah, they're not the best against these clusters. Yeah, and also we had to nerf the blast radius too. Yeah, actually, what if we give ourselves some needles? Yeah, we need 295 credits for that. And there we go. Yep, a long-range, decent, low micro unit. Or yeah, the mid-range, decent, low micro. Yeah, contrary to what it looks like, it is actually dealing damage and it is attacking all the bugs. So yeah, let's get another one. Yeah, and then we'll also get another one. Wait, what if, oh, I just realized what went wrong here. Yeah, it was spawning in the wrong unit. Yep, it was subtracting the wrong counter. So yeah, let's get a bunch of needles, just for testing reasons, because needles are funny. As well as the fact that I don't need to use micro on these units anyway. And there goes our entire budget. Yeah, they are inaccurate, but they're trying their best. They have like 1 degree of inaccuracy. But yeah, unlike the uh, yeah, the damage type is cryo damage, as well as the fact that yeah, I should mention that different turrets have different damage types. So actually, if I slow it down, you can kind of see. Wait, did I not decrease the projectile? Okay, where is it? Actually, did I not list something as a projectile? Nope, I definitely did list that there. I think it just moves so fast that it's really hard to tell. Yeah, it just moves too fast, I believe. But yeah, fun fact, this is the first turret that can actually hit air units. Yeah, and also this turret might seem overpowered at first, but it's not. I do plan on making a unit that is very resistant to cryo damage. And I mean very resistant. Like, exceptionally tanky resistance. But yeah, definitely happy on processing power here. Yeah, so let's get another one. Yeah, number 9 should be arriving, like, really shortly. Yep, there's number 9. Yeah, I just have much more firepower. Yes, let's also build another one of these units. Yeah, that should be the last unit that we build. Okay, now the big question is... Oh, there it is. Yeah, those were Mark Fives, just to save on processing power. So yeah, that's a lot of credits. Yeah, I think I might need to increase the cost of that. But actually, there is one thing I actually do want to showcase here, and that is the ground units. This is actually a really good place to showcase them off right now. Yeah, if I have... No, wait, I think I did. But yeah, basically they're basically the same. It's just that because they are on the ground, they are blocked by obstacles and debris. Yes, let's just get some more of these. But yeah, why would you want ground units? What if the enemy has anti-air? A ground unit is not a flying unit. But yeah, think let's actually do some proper testing here. Yeah, let's remove a 0. Yeah, and let's also not cheat. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to test normally and not cheat here. And by not cheating, I mean we uh, don't use the cannons, we don't use the needles, don't use the tank, we don't use the raider, and then we also don't use the vulture. Because normally how this would play out is the player does not have access to those. So we're gonna play as if we don't have access to those, even though they're perfectly visible here. Okay, let's get another one. Yeah, let's just micro this guy, because why not? Yeah, let's also start microing these units. Yeah, we're gonna save up to 160. Right, there we go. Double the damage, and let's get moving. Yeah, my computer is definitely really happy about how things are turning out right now. Yeah, a little late on the construction, but oh well. Yeah, you're not fighting. That's bad. Yeah, we also need another one of these. Yep, and we need yet another one of these as well. Yet there are so many bullets happening right now. Yeah, like look at the damage output that we're outputting. Oh, I already had another unit ready to go. Yeah, put that over there, and yeah, in fact, we're already at wave 10. Yeah, and these guys are breaking through. Yeah, and let's engage them. Yeah, I have a feeling that we're definitely going to need to engage these guys. Nice. Okay, so I think that that's done. Yeah, I think 10 waves first level. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Okay, so what we want to do here. Wait. Um, I think that this is pointless. We're not doing that. And global variables. Huh, final wave. Boolean. And then what we're going to do is other actions, variables. Change the variable value. Spawning, set that to false. Wave status. Final wave is true now. Yeah, actually, let's now. Now, back up here is fine. Yeah, perfectly fine. Okay, so we're going to put in an and. because why not? Other conditions, variables, variable value. Final wave is true, and the other conditions, the amount of enemies on screen. Says on the scene is 0. And then I don't know what to do here. Yeah, how do we celebrate that the wave has been that the level's been completed? Actually, I think I know how to do this. 32 by 32. Yeah, we're gonna make a blueprint. Actually, I want to open up the bot. New layer. It's too big. Yeah, it's too big. Yeah, the thing is too big. Canvas size 64 by 64. So let's try that. That's on the wrong layer. Okay, sprite canvas size. I think we can actually reduce the width or the height to half that. Yeah, then scroll over here. Yeah, but this blends in too well to the background. That's bad. Yeah, what's a good blueprint blue? Yeah, I'd say right about there. Yeah, just a bunch of lorem ipsum at this point. You know, I probably should have put that on another layer. New layer. Yeah, we're just gonna, yeah, Control C, Control V. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to delete this. And then just do some touch up here. Yeah, just a bit of a touch up. Yeah, and then layer one, we're just going to, no. Yeah, text, text background, and then item. Allergies are also atrocious. But actually, what if, hear me out here. Crap. That copy and pasted. Yeah, what if we separated this? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, text, we can just get rid of this part. Move this part down. Yeah, then we're going to delete this lower half here. I think we can also get rid of this. And then change it to -19. Put that over here. Yeah, and actually, I think we should also shift this over here. Wrong. Put this over to here. Not bad. Not bad, I'd say. Actually, I think that this can be 1 pixel lower. Yeah, one just a smidge. Wrong layer. Yeah, let's also make this like just a little bit more detailed as well. Yeah, just that extra bit of, text boxes. Just more text boxes. Yeah, yeah, I'm happy with that. Pick up, unlock. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do here. And yeah, I think that. No, wait. Yeah, we're gonna add another frame. This time, we're just gonna straight up remove the item and remove the text. Yeah, the item in question, though. Okay, so hear me out here. Uh, Background 1, 2. Yeah, what if it's like a book? I probably should have shifted this down with the rest of it, but oh well. We can just do this. Yeah, then put this here, put this here, and then just put this here. Control C, Control V, and then negative 31. You know, like like a codex entry or something. Database entry. Now, actually, we need to shift that down one. All right. Yeah. Honestly, there's not much else I want to show. So, yeah, I think this has been a pretty alright stream so far. So, yeah, I'd say that's about it. Thanks for viewing.